Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I want to see if I'm live everywhere. I know I'm live on Facebook right now. Thank you, everyone. I have an interesting topic to talk about today. I think it looks like I'm live on Instagram. Thank you so much, everybody. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for joining. So today I'm going to go straight to the point. My name is Lilian. If this is your first time of joining my show, my name is Lilian Emefiele. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to go straight to the point. I want to talk about the story that everybody's talking about, is making a buzz around everywhere, around the world. And it's about this gentleman called Mr. Hakimi. I think that is his last name. So I'll address him like that, Mr. Hakimi. So I'm going to talk about his story. I'm going to give my own view. I'm going to give my own side of the story. Thank you so much, Instagram family. This is my first time. Thank you for, I'm really coming live on Instagram. So thank you so much for the support. I thank you guys. So I'm live on Facebook too. Thank you, my Facebook family. Thank you so much. I'm always live on Facebook. So the family there is very much used to me. All right. So I want to give my own view about this Hakimi story. It's very important because a lot of people are just saying so many things. And it looks like, oh my God, did the mother do something wrong, or did he do something wrong? You know what? I think I need to turn this thing around to make it better. Sorry. Oh my God, I just blocked my camera. So I can be seeing the comments on Instagram. I think this is better. All right. So I want to share my own view on what I think about it as a mother, perspective, and not just that, as an observer, as somebody who wants to say the truth in the community, to say, okay, if this thing happened, what would I have done if I am the mother's shoes? You understand? Because a lot of people are laying blame on the mom. Some are calling him mommy's boy. Please get me right. I am not saying that the girl is wrong, that the wife too does not deserve anything. But before I start, I'm going to give a brief, because sometimes we just give a story or talk about something. We really don't give a proper, I want to make sure this thing is working. I have something that I use and it's supposed to do what I want it to do. So do what I want it to do. Let me see. It's not turning the way I want. So give me a minute to do that. Good, it's working now, so that people can see my face properly. Okay. So I'm going to share. I'm sorry. Let me share this video so that people will know that I'm actually live on right now, so they can also watch what I'm going to talk about. So this story is good for us to start from the genesis. When you start from the genesis of a story, people will understand you better, and they will understand where you are coming from, your own perspective that you're giving. They will understand it better. You understand? So this is a guy he was 19 years old. 19 years old guy who already, in the Western world, you can start making money even when you are 2 years old. So fortunately, he started making money at an early age when he went into football business. I'm sure a lot of us even know him before now, except maybe you're a strong football fan. Then you say, okay, I know who he is and all that good stuff. Okay. So now, 19 years old boy found love with an older lady, which is not bad. Age is not a problem, never been a problem to me. So don't get me wrong at all. It's not a barrier. So now they both fell in love. And from what I read, they got married 2020. So 2020, 21, 22, 23. This is 3 years ago. But they met when he was 19 years old. And now, think about it. Because the reason why I want to talk about this thing is I want people to not just lay blame on the mother completely. Don't lay blame on the boy completely. And either the girl. Let's all see it from a very neutral background, neutral level. You understand? Because I'm not saying that the woman, you're married to somebody that you don't deserve to know him. We all are missing it. The reason why I say that is we are only talking from what we are hearing from the media. You were not in the house. So allegedly, what they have told us is what we are working with. And when you are working with something like that, you have to be very careful to pass judgment. Because I see even some Nigerian celebrities. I'm sorry, because I'm going to be so real and so true to myself. I'm going to ask a lot of Nigerian men questions too. So please put your comments there. If you want to join, my number is there for you to call in. For those of you who are on Instagram, if you want to call in on Facebook, it's 978-332-3511. Because I'm going to ask some of our Nigerian men questions also. I will ask them. Thank you so much, River Surfer. He says 3 years of marriage and she went half of. We'll come to that. You know, I'm going to answer every question, and also some of the reactions on my page. I'm going to read some of them out and react to them. So now they fell in love and they got married. Praise the Lord. And they have 2 kids, which is good. And now, 2023, the girl or the lady respectfully wants a divorce. I don't know what has happened between them. Allegedly, she said that the guy, you know, cheated. So now, for a younger boy that you know, that hasn't really a lot of experience, and you see him cheat. I don't know how many times he has cheated, whether this is the first time or this is the second time. I really don't know. But was this something both of you would have been able to settle? Was this the first time that he has cheated? Because a lot of people are not looking at all this nitty-gritty. Everything that people are just saying is, why don't he just share the money with the lady? Why did he hide the money with the mom? Why is he a mama's boy? The woman deserves something. Do you want to? Even some of our Nigerian celebrities are saying, do you want the lady to be divorced and not have anything? You that is talking. Those of you that are celebrities that are talking, all the properties that you have bought, please let me know if the name of your wife is on them. Those of you Nigerian celebrities that are just talking, do you want him to go without money? I mean, the lady to go high and dry. Nobody is saying she's going to go high and dry. How many of you Nigerian men or African men that have properties that you have your wife's name on it? There are very few. Very few. I challenge you to challenge me. And some of you even buy properties without your wife knowing. So let's not come here and play saint. It is good for us to be real. When there's an issue like this, what you do is you don't just judge one person because, you know, from feelings, from emotions. You judge, you know, realistically and say, let's look at it. Let's put this on the table. And some of the women are saying, oh my God, why won't the woman go with something? So I'm asking you women also. You have a 19-year-old boy who has started football or maybe basketball or football or music and all that. And you are the manager. And he's getting married to somebody that he said, oh, I'm in love with a lady who is older than me with 12 years. And you're still managing her. Would you just throw the management away like that? No. Because to the boy, he might be in love, but he still needs to grow. He needs to grow a lot of sense. He needs to be matured to manage the money. I'm not saying that maybe an 18-year-old, 19-year-old can manage money, but money get money. And that's why I like anyway, even though that one, he used it to help his mother, like he said, one of our Nigerian musicians, that when he had his first million, he had to give it to the mother. You understand? But the thing here is, what do you guys expect the mother to do? When this boy was just 19, he was just dating the girl. They were not married. He was the one managing. So do you expect him as a mother, those of you who are saying, oh, mama's boy, I don't like a mama's boy. If this boy was 28 years old when they met, and he was mama's boy, I would say yes. Because I know there are some people who are 30 years and they're still mama's boy. But for goodness sake, this boy was just 19 when they met. So the mother was still managing him. And you don't expect the mother to just give up like that, knowing fully well as a woman. All of you that are talking, that's why I'm saying I will challenge all of you that are talking, especially my Nigerian community. When we say you mothers, even though your child is 40 years old, he's a millionaire and is married to one girl, you still have the impression and the feeling that she has come to eat your son's money. You are here talking that, oh my God, why didn't you share the... You that is watching as a Nigerian woman, not even just all the African women now, because I don't know too much of what they might be doing. You as a Nigerian woman, even when your son is 40 years old, because he has some money and the lady is married to him, you know the torture that you give to that woman. Hey, she's here for the money. Oh, she has finished your money. Oh, she has come for your money. Oh, she has come for this. You know the torture. So please, let us be very careful. I know social media is a platform that gives people opportunity to talk, but it is good for us to say the truth so that our children's children, next generation, when they go back to your video, they'll say, yeah, this is good. You don't just talk for sentiment. Well, let me see. Thank you so much, everyone that is joining me. Join from wherever. Favor Jabot, thank you so much for always being there. To me, maybe 10% of Nigerian men that put their wife on document because they are men. I respect so much. There's a man I respect so much. I was surprised when he told me his wife's name is not in any of his property. This man is a man of God. Oh, Roboscata. Roboscata. He's a man of God. So that is why I was just like, in my spirit, I'm like, what are these people even talking about? Oh, this. Oh, he should have given her this. He should have allowed her to know this. Let me tell you guys, did you guys go in and see how they travel? Did you guys go in and see how the woman dresses? Do you know how many gifts that boy gives to her? Because all of you that are talking, some of these Nigerian, anyway, some of our Nigerian men, I know they were on a good side with what is going on. So I'm going to read most of the comments too that they made. You understand? Some of the women that are talking, did you guys ask the woman how many Louis Vuitton? Not even Louis Vuitton, because you know what? Millionaires, they have their own brand. They don't wear my Calvin Klein that me and you we are wearing. No. They don't wear some, even hardly wear Vera Wang. They have customized designs. That is not for everybody that they wear. So did you guys go and ask how many of that the boy has been buying for her? So the truth here is that the boy wasn't going to leave her high and dry. Definitely he will take care of the kids. They have 2 kids. I think a boy and a girl. And I have seen here in America where some musicians that settled out of court, they are paying their wives, ex-wives, child support of 100,000 a month, 150,000 a month. Excuse me, let me drink some water. You understand? Some are paying 200,000 a month. Hey, well, I'm a Pro Max. That is the money some people are making for 1 year. So the guy wasn't going to just leave the lady without paying for child support or taking care of her. So those of you saying, oh, the mother should have allowed him to manage his asset. What does a 19-year-old boy know? Yes, he's good. He's making money. He knows a little bit of what he's doing to do and bring the money in. But business-wise, the mother is wiser. So she has to stick it as a manager. Our great musician in Nigeria, one of our biggest, Burna Boy, the mother is the manager ahead. That's what I heard. Follows him everywhere. He's no older than this 19-year-old boy. So do you want your Burna Boy's mother now to just give up her right to one girl that is coming to marry the son tomorrow and say, oh yeah, no, Nizium, no, take the thing. I put it into your hand. It doesn't work like that. Let's be realistic. It doesn't work like that. And I tell you, if you are a millionaire before you meet anybody, whether you are a girl or you are a boy, you're going to do prenup. Because the modern life we're living now is so sad to say, so scary to say. You know, yesterday I was in one show and the guy was saying scary. So I use the word now, scary to say. A lot of people are going into marriage for the wrong reasons. They're going into marriage with a very wrong motive. And that is why a lot of these things are happening. They're going into marriage for, oh, you love me, I love you, okay, what do you have? If it's a lie, you that is a millionaire or you're making some kind of money, just say you are a bricklayer or something. Go and chase a typical Nigerian girl that is well dressed and see what she's going to do to you if I'm lying. I'm sorry, I'm just saying the truth the way it is. You understand? Let me drink water. I think I should have my mug soon, the Real Lilian TV mug. I should do that. I'm going to order one. You understand? So the thing is, a lot of people are just saying things, on social about this thing because they just want to talk. Hey, a man who will not share things with his wife, he's not a man. When you are not there before he becomes a millionaire, even if it's me, if I meet you before, you are a millionaire already and I meet you and you say sign a prenup, I'll sign. You know why? Even when I sign the prenup, I know that going forward, I'm still going to get some money. Because the money you'll be giving me for allowance, if a reasonable woman, you invest it on investment, not just buying clothes and hair. So he must have been giving her a lot of gifts. And now that they're going to divorce, okay, it's fine. If she is very rich, because some people are also allegedly saying she's very rich. If she's very rich, why don't she walk away like Jennifer Lopez has been married how many times to a lot of rich guys? Have you heard them saying they're quarreling for properties? No, heck no, because she's very rich on her own right. She's a multi-millionaire. So you come together and say, how do we, babe, how do we care for our children? That's it. And once in a while, he will give you gift. He can give you tickets to fly anywhere. He can buy you things. But for you to be asking 50% of his asset, then that means you married him 3 years ago just to say, this is what I want to get. I'm not passing judgment on her, but I'm going to read some comments that I have when I posted it yesterday. I really want to thank all of you that made comments. There are a lot of hot topics on the table that I'll come and give my own honest, candid view, because I like to really look at things from different perspectives and make sure that, I say to me what I know that is right. You are entitled to your own opinion. You're entitled to say what is right for you. Okay? So now let's look at some of the comments that I got on my Facebook page. They're very interesting, and I know that some of you will be interested in hearing some of it. When I posted this thing yesterday, some of the comments that I heard that people wrote down. Now, one person says, respectfully, I will not say their name, but their names are here since I didn't take permission to say their name. He says, Francis Van Loren, forgive my pronunciation if I didn't get it, was the one that commented on this. So the person said, decisions like this are taken based on your instinct about the woman. I once had to sell property to an ex-wife pressured. I once had to sell property. An ex-wife pressured me to sell. The property was in Nigeria where she had no control. I sold it and brought the money to the US and added it to a bigger property in the US where she supposedly will have control. We were both divorced with children. 8 months into our marriage and 6 months after I sold the property house, she started dragging the new house with me, saying it is 50-50. Since I bought it during this 8-month marriage, I choose to divorce her as it is cheaper for me. She went to court to claim half of the house. Although her suit was not have been successful in Georgia, being a new marriage. The way she pressured me to be selling my property in Nigeria and bring the money to the US made me uncomfortable, and I smelt a rat. During a suit, I told her lawyer that I do not own the house but rented it and showed a rent agreement between me and the rector company that rented it to me. The rector is presenting a landlord not listed on the lease, and that landlord, in quote, happened to be one of my daughters whose name I bought the house in. That is how I escaped the gold digger. Can you imagine that? So it is wrong. Please, mothers, advise your daughters. Or if you're a grown-ass woman, advise yourself. Going into marriage for the wrong reasons does not pay anybody. Think about the long run. You're going to get old one day. Trust me. You were 10 years ago, you were maybe 5-10 years. Today you are 15. So that means you're going older. Maybe 5 years ago, you were 20 years. Today you are 25 or 30. You are getting older. So tomorrow, God giving you life, you're going to be 40, you're going to be 50, you're going to be 60, you're going to be 70. You're not going to be running up and down. So if you don't settle down with one man and be genuine to yourself, it's going to be a problem. You understand? It's going to be a problem. It is very, very important for us to know that. Okay? It's going to be a problem. That you have to genuinely marry somebody for who they are, not for what they have. Now, look at this scenario this guy is painting now. That this lady came after 8 months of marriage. Oh, these are Nigerians, oh, my Nigerian brothers and sisters. These are Nigerians that came now to marry this guy. And what happened? What happened? Because those of you who are talking that, oh my God, why this and that and this? This marriage is just 8 months to a Nigerian. Did you hear what the guy said? He said the lady, because they bought a house, filed for divorce. She filed for divorce. She wanted a divorce, right? So that is what we're talking about. That a lot of people these days are marrying for the wrong intention, wrong motive. They are not marrying because they love the person. They are marrying because of the property, what the person has, and what they want to take. And let me correct very quickly here, please. This does not only apply to women. This is also applying to men. A lot of our young boys who now don't realize their positions, who have forgotten where they're coming from and who they are doing the same thing. They are marrying a lot of women for what the women have. I've heard of a case where a young boy came into a woman's life and said, "Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love." And what happened? They started planning for wedding. This lady ignorantly gave the boy about 5 million to say, "Okay, let's plan for the wedding and all that." And the guy absconded with the money. What are we not talking about? So people come to this social and they just talk. I'm like, seriously? You just talk. Why would you have given half of the money? Let me read more comments, because you guys are going to see that people are working from experience. So if you're a millionaire, you've made it. You are a boy, you're a man or you're a woman. Before you marry the person who is coming in, why not do prenup? When you do the prenup, sign in. If you stay with me for 20 years, we'll take it off. And by the time it's 20 years, you know if you won't go anywhere again. Unless it's really a demon. You understand? So the thing is, I am not saying that these things would have been necessary, but these things are happening now because of people's behavior, because of what they are doing, because of their wrong intentions. Somebody would have worked so hard, like this Nigerian brother, if he wasn't smart, that he met this Nigerian girl. Oh, this is not a stranger. So all of you Nigerian ladies who are saying, why? Mama's boy. I don't want mama. We know mama's boy when we know them. When we see them, we know them. When you are a 28-year-old boy, 30-year-old boy, 35 years old boy, and you are mama's boy, we know you that you are mama's boy. But 19 years old, my little baby kid of 19 years old, what does he know? Even his bege is roko. He's not strong enough. So he's still learning. He's getting strong. If he had followed his age, I said this, if he had followed his age mate of 19 or 20 and they got married, then we understand each other. Thank you so much for joining on Instagram. I appreciate you guys. Then we understand each other that, okay, we're age mate. Maybe the boy would not really go out cheating. I'm not saying some people, it could be in their blood, but he's so young. I'm not judging him and I'm not supporting him. I'm not supporting anybody who goes out and say, oh, you want to cheat or you don't, blah, blah, blah. I know things must have been happening. And who knows? Maybe this girl has been belittling him too. Who knows? I'm not saying she is doing, but I'm just looking at all areas. What would have caused the problem for him to go and say, I want to look at another woman? Who knows, in the bedroom, maybe the girl will be telling him, you little thing, you are blah, 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 and saying things that the guy doesn't like. But age is not a problem. If you are in a relationship with somebody you are older than, whether you are a man or woman, respect the person. As much as both of you have started jigging each other, you have to respect each other. Respect. You have to respect each other. So that, because I've seen some people who are married to people that they are older than, the marriage is still there. They've been married forever. Tina Turner's husband, if you go look at the age gap, it's almost 20, 25. They are happily married till tomorrow. Because they are both authentic to themselves. So, but the modern day generation, I really don't know. I imagine this story now. When I was reading the story, when this person made this comment, it kind of broke my heart. Like, these are two Africans, though, Niger people. The guys will sell your house in Nigeria. Let's buy a big house in Atlanta. They have beautiful houses in Atlanta. Let's buy a big house in Atlanta. But the guy was smart and said, no, this girl, because America, where we divorce now, is going to take everything. He went and put it in the daughter's name. 8 months, the girl was filing for divorce. Can you imagine that? Is that not wickedness? Is it not even worse than Hakimi's own? Those of you who are judging. Now, let's go to another comment. Somebody says, why would the wife want divorce for the first place? And we need, we need to ask the question. That's a very good point. Why does she want a divorce? We need to ask ourselves the question. Why does she want a divorce? Is it just the cheating? This is a young boy. So why don't you forgive him for the first time? I'm not saying it is right. Don't get me wrong. I like to balance things. Because even if he follows another man, there's every likelihood that the man might cheat, or even she might be tempted to cheat. So why does she want a divorce? We don't know. We only saw what they just came out to say. Look at it. Just like somebody come out and say, happy birthday on social. You don't know whether they ate chicken or cake or whatever. You don't know the inside story. So all of us are just working on alleged story that we all heard. We don't know the deep. You don't know if the boy and the mother, of course, the grandma, which grandmother doesn't love the children? Then if the grandmother doesn't love the children, you will know that she get 4 hand, take the fly. Of course, she wants to care for the kids. Definitely. There must be a child support. Let's go to another comment. Somebody says, it is his right to apply common sense, just like that our brother in Atlanta did. If not, his world would have been shredded at just 24 hours by a gold digger. Well, I'm not going to put a name on her, but what I'm going to say here is that everybody have to use caution in the modern day life. And I'm going to give my own final say by the time I'm ending this, because let's not use sentiment to overlook a lot of things that is happening now. Both from the boys' side, both from the girls' side. Because there are a lot of girls who are rich and some boys are coming into their lives to take advantage of them, to squander their property and run away. It's vis-a-vis, vice versa. Let's go to another comment now. Thank you guys, those of you who have written comments. I really appreciate you. Okay, Hakimi is one of the wisest footballer. Okay, somebody said Hakimi is one of the wisest footballer in the world. If not, the guy would have been frustrated. A lot of people are sympathizing. I mean, they are supporting him in a way because there's a footballer recently. I'm going to talk about his own story on another episode, that got married to an African girl and lost all the properties. Maybe he was good. He was a kind guy, loved the girl to pieces, and I'm not going to do prenup and all that. There shouldn't be any prenup, no nothing. And he married this girl, and voila, now the girl has divorced him and she went away with all the properties. But one question to you ladies before I continue. If you're marrying a guy, you have children for this guy, you want to divorce, why do you, I don't know, if you take all the properties, is still penny wise pound foolish, because you have kids. Even if you don't have kids, he will still give you something. I know some of you say, oh, Lilian, forget about that. You're talking like a very good church woman. It's not about church woman. Properties are vanity upon vanity. So that's why when you're married to them, do business. Take some of the money, establish yourself, become independent. Because this thing is scaring a lot of rich guys now from getting married. They're all baby mamas. They're just having baby mamas. They don't want to get married. A lot of them. Because if they don't meet their wife, I'm so happy for the owner of this platform that we're using, because the girl is married to now. They met before he became who he is, so he has known her. So it's not a big deal, and both of them are big, ambitious young boy and young girl on their own right. Otherwise, trust me, it would have been hard for him to pick also. Because of what? Because you don't know people's intention. So these things are not really happy. It's not helping our community. So a lot of people have given so many good comments, how prudent this guy is, how wise he is, for him to have allowed the mom to take charge and all that stuff. And those of you that are really castigating him and saying he's a mama's boy, please, let us go read the story properly. And as a mother, sit down and say, if I am the mother's shoes, what would I have done? If this was my son, what would I have done? And if this lady was your daughter, she's going to marry a 19 years old or 22 years old, because he was 22 when they got married. And she was 32. Yeah, she was 33. If my mathematics is correct, what would you say to your daughter? I'm going to ask her, what are your intentions? This boy is a young boy. There's every tendency and risk that he's going to follow other girls. Can you stand it? Can you be patient with him? Because there's no guarantee that he's just going to be with you forever like that without testing other girls. It's not possible. We have to be realistic. Even if he's a man of God, he will do it. It takes the grace of God to be faithful to people. And are you sure you're going to serve him? Because you are older, but now that you're going to marry him, you're going to serve him like he is older. That is the truth. He is going to be in charge as a man, because it doesn't matter your age as a woman. You're marrying a man that you are older than. Be ready to say, I want to humble myself. I'm going to serve you as the head of this house. I'm going to do what you want me to do. Yes, you are the head of this house. Are you going to do that? Because if you're not going to do that, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a very big problem. Are you going to say, I'm going to serve you, I'm going to make you my Lord, I'm going to cook for you, I'm going to clean? Because if you're not ready to do that, there will be kasalawa. There's no two ways about it. The love will only share for like few months, 2-3 months. After all the love runs and everything, it don't finish. It will be finished. So let us be very, very careful. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to overflog this matter because, you know, a lot of people have said so many things that they want to say about it. Oh my God, she's this. Please, those of you that are celebrities, I know most of you go to the Instagram to even say this. Do you want your wife to just go without money? Those of you that are talking, because some of you have divorced. How much did your wife go with in your percentage? Let's be realistic here. How much did your wife go with? How many percentage did you give your wife? Tell us. I'm not going to mention your name. How many percentage did your wife go with? Come out and tell us. Because some of you are divorced that are coming to say, oh, why would the wife go? She should have gone this. She should have done this. I'm trying to adjust my camera, if you don't mind, you know. How many of you, I don't want to mention your name here so that you won't say, oh, what's this guy mentioning my name? How many of you, please, how many percentage did your wife go with? Tell us. Come out to tell us so that we know. Those of you who are talking to say, you know, why, if you're not ready to give your wife this, why did you marry? Because you want to talk. Celebrate. You that divorced or you are no longer, how many percentage did you give to your wife? If you come out to tell us, we'll be excited about it. I don't have anything against anybody. I'm just a realist who like to say the truth. How many percentage did you give to your wife? Tell us now. So please, let us say things the way it is. And those ladies that are saying he's mama's boy, he's not a mama's boy. I'm sure the mother is waiting for him to get to like 28 and hand over the managerial to another person to say, okay, another person can come in to manage or whatever. If you want to join my show on Instagram, please, you can indicate. Thank you so much for all the waves and all the loves. If you want to join, please, you can indicate so that you can come in and all that stuff. I will appreciate that to hear your own side of the story. Thank you so much. Sad Creation, thank you. Tosi Kitchen, thank you. Timo Stand, thank you all of you that have joined. You know, maybe 0%. And the bag she came with to the marriage, exactly. So those of you, thank you so much, everyone that is joining. I appreciate all of you. So those of you that are just talking, no, stop it. You know, please, technical people, let me talk to somebody. Hello? You know, 1 minute. You know, can I write something there, please? You know. So the truth of the matter is, how many of you? How many of you? How many of you? How many percentage? How many? We're going to be rounding up soon, you know, because I can't overflog what my own views are or what my view is. I'm just saying the truth. So if you have a child that you have been nurturing and this baby is into sports or into music or into anything and you're managing them, please don't give the right up so quickly. You have to be sure. And even if you're not into sports, by chance you are into a very good business or you are into something that has given you good money and you want to marry, the woman you want to marry is coming in after you have made all this wealth. If you don't feel comfortable and feel loved enough, you feel that there is some hidden agenda, do a prenup of 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or 30 years. Calculate the girl's age. If she's 25, do 40 years prenup. Lilian, you're harsh. I'm not harsh. I'm just saying the truth. You know, if she's 35, do another 35 years prenup. Because if you do 5 years now, she'll say, okay, I'll just manage and pretend. And I don't know why people are pretending, for good gracious sake. Why? Why do we have to? Why are we pretending? If you don't love somebody, why do you have to go for the money? These things are material things. It's vanity upon vanity. Wait, God will give you your own money and you'll be happy, you'll be comfortable. Oh, does that belly and leave that thing you're talking about? Life doesn't work like that. Why how will I get it? Take it and leave and go start your life with a genuine person. That person you're going to go meet, it might not be as genuine as you think. That's the truth. Because nobody really knows the heart of any man. Nobody knows the heart of any man. So please, that's my own, what I want to say. Get a prenup. If you're a millionaire, you're getting married now, because the motives of most people are wrong, except you're marrying somebody that both of you met in college and both of you are, young sweet pies and, high school sweetheart, and you know that you're starting your life together. But if you're already a millionaire, you're going to the village to marry that girl, especially, okay, let's even remove the money, footballers and all that, even just abroad. Like this guy was saying his experience now from Atlanta, just living in abroad, and you go home that you want to marry. Most of the girls too, they pretend. And not just the girls, so even the men. I have heard of stories where the men says they want to marry some women, and they get to the airport when they arrive in the Western country, and they'll call the woman and say, I'm sorry, something happened. I'm going to another state. I know you have really helped me. I'll start paying you when I have money. Seriously? So people are beginning to lose their conscience. And these days, what is scary, because I'm beginning to think that the world is coming to an end. I'm just thinking that way, because what people are doing now is very outrageous. Well, we're going to end it here. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you guys that are joining. We're having another show later today. We actually have 3 sessions today. We're coming back live about 2 o'clock. We'll be live, and we have our audio podcast by 4 o'clock, where we share some heart-touching family issues. So join us. That one is on Facebook also. Thank you so much, Favor. And 2 o'clock we'll be back, and I will announce the time again after that. So we just want to educate ourselves in a more realistic way, not on sentiment way, or because, I want people to say I'm getting content and I'm here out talking. No, say what is really, the truth. I mean, this is the truth from my own end. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think that a lot of people will resonate with me with what I am saying. So on Instagram, I'm going to be coming on live more on Instagram, so that I can reach out to the family that is in Instagram too and build my own community. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I truly appreciate you guys. I don't take it for granted. Till I see you in the next video. Continue to stay blessed, and bye-bye. Thank you.